Hi, my name's Dalton, and I'm going to do a little presentation on ladder safety for my training and management development course. That's just initially just to kind of show everybody that it's taken seriously on job sites, construction industry of safety, and they have national safety stand down days where people, instead of like going to work to do whatever it is, construction of any sort, they go through training. And then for ladder or fall protection, it's not just ladder, but all fall protection, they have a specific day for that. So just kind of talk about ladders for this one, but it's just a common tool that everybody uses, so it's great for anyone to have knowledge about being safe on one. So a stable setup. Picture on the left here is ladders that you shouldn't be using that way. We've got one ladder that has a 2x4 stuffed underneath of it, and that's not very smart. It's not very stable. If that slips out from under there, your ladder's going to tip over. The picture on the right, this guy did it the right way. He's got the pitch right, so that his ladder's not sitting too steep where once he gets to the top, it's going to tip over backwards on him. And because he's working by himself, he's pulled his car up to put the base of the ladder against the tire, and that way it can't slip out from underneath of him. Ladders on scaffolds or platforms. Can't be using like an A-frame ladder or even an extension ladder on a scaffold at all in regulated industry work, because it's not safe at all. Pretty quickly go wrong. So anytime you're on a scaffold, to use a ladder, it has to be part of the scaffold. And that doesn't mean that it can't be an extension ladder that's securely fastened like vertically to the scaffold, but it can't just be set up on the scaffold. So just got to keep that in mind, that try to avoid ever using a ladder on a platform. You want to make sure the platform reaches all the way to your working area. Don't try to overreach. If the ladder's not tall enough, it's not tall enough. You need to go find a different ladder or a different way to access what you need to. As you see, got this genius on the picture on the left. He's got a ladder stacked on top of a ladder, and he's standing on top of that trying to reach. Looks like he's trimming his head, and just a little bit of movement, and that ladder on top is going to come off there, and it's going to hurt pretty bad. And then this is one picture on the right, someone standing on the very top of the ladder. And that's a very common thing for people to do, but you shouldn't. It makes it easy to fall off. You should never go above the second to last step from the top with your feet. Using ladders around power lines, generally just try to avoid that. Not a smart decision, but if you do, make sure that if you have to use a ladder that you can't conduct electricity, no electricity is going to jump from the wire to your ladder or anything like that. Just more of securing your ladder, especially if you're going to be working by yourself. You don't have anyone there to hold it from the base. You need to make sure that it can't slide one way or the other, because in both these pictures you can see the guy hanging from the eaves of the house, the ladder tipped over on the ground, and now there's nothing that they can do. They're going to have to hope that someone comes along pretty quickly to help them out. Ladder inspection. You should always inspect your ladder before you get on it, especially the fiberglass ladders, which are pretty common now. They can crack, and you can see in these pictures how the support rungs on the back side, the ladder gets knocked around or whatever, those break off pretty easily, and then your ladder becomes very wobbly and unstable. So you just want to do a quick up and down inspection, make sure there's no cracks or breaks before you use the ladder. If you ever find a damaged ladder at work, tag it out and remove it from service, and at home get rid of it. You shouldn't be using anything like that where you could fall from it when it's damaged. Safe setup, so I make sure that the ladder's stable. The feet are stable, they can't wobble at all. And just a general guide that you're about how you need to make sure that the bottom of your ladder is kicked out far enough to have a proper pitch so that you're not going to tip over backwards when you get towards the top of the ladder. And always use 3 points of contact when climbing the ladder. That means don't climb a ladder with tools in your hands. You should always have 2 hands on the ladder and 1 foot as you're climbing up. And that's why tool belts, or when you get to the top or wherever you're going to be working and you have a rope, and you use that to pull your tools up. And any questions from you guys? All right, well, thank you.